First of all, tips for an ailing presenter.
I've just had a very quick slurp of hot chocolate, so that'll
sort
do the trick. In the meantime, thank heavens I'm not getting hiccups this morning.
Have some fruit.
It's never as much fun, is it? Randall's been in touch this morning.
Okay.
Right, let's kick straight off with all this. He says he's got an annoying tendency to get hiccups constantly, no matter what he eats. So what causes them, and how do you stop getting them?
That's kind of interesting, because hiccups are, a lot of people know hiccups are involuntary, spasm of the diaphragm. And we don't actually know what causes hiccups in medicine.
You sometimes get them when you eat a piece of bread, it can cause hiccups.
So get up when you're eating.
What you eat and drink can cause hiccups, but we know it's a lot of times the expression. So fear and excitement can also cause hiccups. And that's why I think it's a lot of the time a trigger with the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve is the nerve that controls the diaphragm, and the spasmodic feeling you get hiccups. That's why we often advise holding your breath or having cold ice water and breathing into a paper bag often helps hiccups. The thing is, hiccups doesn't actually harm you at all. It's just like an uncomfortable feeling.
Well, it can be unpleasant if you're getting it a lot.
We've all had it.
Can it be hereditary? Because my father suffers with hiccups and I have them really badly. And when I was pregnant with my son had hiccups the whole way through my pregnancy. And I actually thought, my stomach would be convulsing whilst I was presenting Breakfast News because he was having hiccups. Yeah, it's quite common.
There's no hereditary component we know.
Just my weird family.
Yeah, it could be your family. There's no hereditary component we know that causes hiccups. But what we know is hiccups often goes away by itself. However, there are a number of things you can do to get rid of it. It's very unlikely that it's going to be caused by the same thing often and often at the same time. But if it is, then I would say possibly see the GP, because there might be a number of things that can cause hiccups that can cause other things. So if it's hiccups in isolation, then fair enough. But if it's hiccups and you get other things, then I'd say probably see the GP.
Okay. All right, Randall, there's one for you. You might have to go and see the GP.
You might have to, Randall. Depends what else you got.
Right, well, Sarah has got in touch. She says, I'm trying to manage my diet like so many at this time of year, so I have plenty of time to get in shape for summer. Does the specific food I eat directly impact on my weight, and how many calories should I eat per day?
Of course. Anything you eat is going to impact on your calories and what you eat. And it obviously depends on how many calories you're expending during your exercise and what you do during the day. If you're a very energetic person and you're doing a lot and you're very active, then you're going to need to eat more. So for me, I'm a bigger person. I often exercise a lot during the day. I need a lot of calories just to fuel me, generally. She's probably going to need obviously a lot less. But it kind of depends on, one, what she's doing, two, exactly where she's getting her calories from. Because me, I try to get my calories obviously from, fruit and veg and healthy foods. However, you can get your calories from obviously not so healthy stuff. And that impact is going to have a general tone on what she presents with later on in terms of how big she gets, and then later cardiovascular disease.
All those risks.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose if you're trying to lose weight, the aim is not to eat more if you're exercising more. It's probably you want to exercise more, eat less.
It's the basics. It's calorific deficit. So you're going to want to lose more than you're taking in. That's what's going to lose your weight in a sense.
Get on one of these schemes. You can do them online.
Which schemes?
Well, I don't want to say because it's too much plugging, isn't it? You've got to be careful.
Okay.
But I've just been on a...
Give us an example of not necessarily the one you did.
Well, you don't need to tell us the whole scheme.
So Slimming World or Weight Watchers or something of those, which can be very effective. One of those.
They can be, but I do warn people about diet fads, especially because
a lot of fad, though, is it?
No, but a lot of people get in these schemes, and the thing is, schemes often you have them for a certain limit time. When you finish these schemes, what happens?
You get a whole booklet how to continue, because it's very.
Yeah.
I've never.
The continuation is the key. The continuation is the key. It's small changes due to lifestyle changes. That's what eventually is going to lose your weight.
Yeah.
I like this one from Danny. I'm at uni. I want to be able to enjoy time out as restrictions ease, because so many of people's universities experience, haven't they? They've been curtailed.
Yeah.
But he says, I'm also coming up to exam season, the dreaded exams. How long does alcohol stay in your system, and will it impact me maybe 2 days later?
It can. In terms of your physical, exam performance, unlikely, but alcohol can stay in your system one drink per hour. Usually, but alcohol can stay in your system in terms of, we can detect it from your hair.
What?
Like, yeah, we can detect it from your hair like 3-4 days after. Genuinely.
Come here.
Like, if...
Stop it.
If the police will detect alcohol in your system, they can detect it from your hair like literally 3-4 days after.
Yeah.
Alcohol can stay in your system for a while, and it depends on obviously on.
Well, at uni, people tend to go for it, don't they? So if you're drinking vast volumes, you'd imagine maybe 2 days is possible.
Yeah, but when you think about it,
when you be drinking
when you
2
think
days
about it
before.
at uni, when you think about uni, you're thinking about how it's going to affect your academic performance. Normally, after a day or two, you're going to be fine. What we can detect in alcohol in like a criminal sense.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you've been driving under influence or whatnot, we can detect alcohol literally 3-4 days after. We can still tell when you had a
Did you
drink.
drink a lot at uni? Because obviously, I know you played 4 sports at a high level, and you were doing medicine, and you're very healthy. So did that just mean you didn't include alcohol, or did you have a bit of fun?
Oh no,
way?
I'm not gonna lie, I did.
Yeah, well,
I
it's
did.
good to be honest.
I did. But the thing is, I did it in a way that I could control it. So obviously, when I knew exam season was coming up, a lot of us medics, we had to.
To be fair, medics are the worst.
Yeah. Medics are the worst. Medics are always the worst. A lot of us medics, we had to know, okay, when play hard, work hard. So it was a case where, all right, exams coming up, we need to calm down a week or 2 before, get in the library, cram, do what we need to do, work together, etc., etc. But like, if you're revising, such as he might be doing, if you're revising such as he might be doing, I'd suggest at least a week before.
Right.
Stop drinking.
Alcohol.
You see, I don't know if I'm impressed by you, Danny, or slightly disappointed that you're even thinking about this. I don't think I thought about my alcohol intake in exams.
No, I don't think I did.
But you have to
world's changed.
No, you have
World's
to
changed.
understand. A lot of people get stressed when exam season comes, and they're thinking about alcohol even more. Alcohol is just going to make you worse.
I remember doing my GCSE, well, it's a few years ago now, but doing my
Couple years.
GCSE revision down the pub.
Stop it.
And,
Yeah,
pub.
I lived in a little village, you could just do it. So I used to have a pint of mild
What?
and a Hamlet.
I don't think I'd have been in a pub when I was.
I'm not even
doing
sure what that
GCSEs.
is. But
A Hamlet?
What?
Cigar.
No.
It's a
What?
cigar.
oh,
You had a cigar.
I used to sit down with
For your
Tony, who was the
GCSEs, that's
landlord.
illegal.
That's 15. I used to, it was fun.
but yeah,
Didn't
but
harm
you need to know the impact that alcohol could have on your thinking. Obviously, it slows your thinking, it slows your brain fog down, and so you're not going to be able to revise to the maximum capacity you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to achieve the best exam results, obviously you're going to have to start drinking at least a week before you take your exam.
Okay, good advice. Zal says, I've just started a yoga class to get on with health and fitness, but my friends say I can't tone my body without weight training. Do I really need to lift weights? Isn't yoga enough?
No, so weight training helps a lot. Weight training
Helps
a lot of
with what?
Toning.
Oh, sorry.
A lot of people, especially women, think weight training is going to make them too buff, going to be too big. Not the case. It's often very, very good for toning.
No need to show off.
No, but for example, I would always avoid the weights.
Why?
Well, because, I don't want to get any bigger. It's exactly
Can you see
that.
what I mean? Can you see what I mean? No. That is a medical myth. It's a medical myth. I actually put it in my book. It's a medical myth where a lot of people think weight training makes you bigger. Weight training can, one, affect your cardiovascular level. It can affect you a lot in terms of just your general cardiovascular output. It helps a lot. 2, toning. Weight training is very, very, very good for toning for men and women. It doesn't often buff you up. Weight training only buffs you up when you're lifting a significant amount of weight to break the striae in the muscles and make them form bigger. So stuff like I will want to do. If I want to lift heavy weight, 'cause I'm trying to get buff, that's going to do that. But if you, depending on the weight you lift, if you just want to tone.
So you don't have to do. You can get toning from quite a little weight.
Yes.
Oh, I'm all for that.
Yes, you can. Yoga helps a lot.
Yeah.
But yoga is generally just going to affect your flexibility.
I think being a mum is
flexibility
great for toning because I'm constantly lifting kids up.
Yeah,
It's like
that
25
shoulders
kilo
to biceps.
kid here.
Yeah,
Oh,
why not? But
lugging
yeah,
about.
I would advise to incorporate even a little bit of weight training into your yoga, or after or before your yoga, if you want to tone. But it depends on your goals.
Yeah.
If you want to look more toned, I would definitely incorporate weight training. If you just want to improve your flexibility, yoga should be enough.
See, thankfully, I've naturally got the body of a god, so I don't need to.
You don't need to do
How's
it.
the hot chocolate going down?
It's keys. I think
Necking it down.
To be fair, I think my blood's
done the trick?
They're starting to rise a little bit.
Well, hopefully the doctor will be lingering. Oh, you're
a bit
still
lower.
crashing.
Oh, hey,
You're getting there.
You're getting hypo, man.
Yeah.
You know,
We need to get you some fruit.
Yeah,
We need to get you some
hypo.
fruit.